Next question is from BD underscore. I heard a rumor that ProtoFlux driver, for example, output driving Froox engine value is evaluated every frame, even if unchanged. Is this true in the current implementation, or should I not worry too much about the number of drives I have as long as they don't change too often? So if it's unchanged, it kind of depends, where that value is sourced from. But the system, it actually has a mechanism where it sort of tracks. Actually, didn't we answer this question in the last one? I swear, I have a deja vu. But in short, with ProtoFlux, when you have inputs and you have a drive. So if you just plug this directly, if this input is not changing continually, it'll actually put it into list, where it's if, say this is A, if A changes, then update this drive. And if you have A, B, and you, for example, doing stuff with those, I'm gonna move it here. So say you're doing stuff with those, this goes here, this goes here. If these both can be change, if they're not continuous changes, it'll update whenever A or B changes. But if you do something say you use the T node is changing continuously, so it doesn't matter if this one changes frequently or not, this will need to change every frame because you put something continuous in there. It's a similar thing if you put smooth lerp. So you put smooth lerp in here, and then you put A. The smooth lerp, it can be changing continuously. It's kind of hard to track when the output will be changing or not. It's gonna force this to update every frame because this is sort of a continuous behavior. So it's it depends what your setup is. If you have setup that doesn't change continuously, it should only update when something actually changes. But if you have something that forces it to be continuous, then it's gonna be every frame. I would say if there are rumors and people somehow they notice that stuff change, the driver changes every frame when it shouldn't, they should make a bug report, see if they can replicate it, because it's one thing for it to be a rumor, but question is there anything solid behind the rumor? Because a lot of times there isn't, there might not be. It's just people kind of speculating about things, which makes things a little bit frustrating because it's, we don't know, is there a bug or is it just people assuming things? Because we've seen kind of both happen, and until somebody makes a solid report and it's okay, I have this setup is has nothing continuous in it, this shouldn't be changing every frame, but I've noticed it change, it updates every frame, then it's something actionable. We can look at it and we can be, okay, there's a bug happening here. But when it's just a rumor, there's nothing to really work with, which means we can't really do much about it, and might not even be true, and so it's if you hear that, ask for sources, ask, for people to do you have any sort of solid data to that this is actually happening or not.